Keys and scales. Now it's not easy to remember every single scale and key out there, so we've created a function for you to be able to assign different scales to the first column and to the different rows here. At the moment I'm in a C chromatic scale, and Stochas is starting on the 4th octave. But I can change this to being any of the Western based scales, so C through to B, and then I've got the major, minors, Dorians, Lydians, pentatonics, and Hungarian minor, Ukrainian minor scales that you can select from. And as you can see, I've just changed to a C major, and up the left hand side of the edit grid I now have the C major scale. For an example, let's change that to an F Dorian. So I now have an F Dorian scale. So to help you save time, we've got the key and the scale option. Now you can see that the grid is limited at the moment to only 25 rows. And if I was to change this down to one of the lower octaves, octave 1, I'm only getting on this F Dorian scale up to the G4, G sharp 4. And you might want to go beyond that, but also have these lower note values. So we've got a visible rows option here. You can drag that up, and as you see, we now have a scroll bar. So we can scroll up and down using the mouse wheel, or by clicking and dragging. I'll just change that back to 25. You can even shorten that up. So as you can see here, if you were working with a sound effects patch, you could have just a handful of rows visible. Now, mentioning sound effects patches, we have created a custom scale option. So let me just bring this back to being 15 here. And what you can see here is that the rows in column 1 have now turned green. What I can do, I can double click on each of these cells and create a label, allowing me to create custom maps for whatever I'm controlling with Stochas. So for this example, a drum machine. And I can click and drag on the note value and change the actual MIDI note that each row is assigned to. So I can have this set up however I want and have this grid layout exactly as I need it to work with whatever Stochas is playing through. You can export these using the save button, or you can load up other custom scales. If you go to the Audio Vitamins website, we've created a lot of these custom scales for various drum engines out there, so that you can load them up and start creating your own evolving drum patterns, which are controlled by Stochas. They're free to download, so grab them if you're interested in using Stochas to control your drum engines.